Hello, 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 everyone. Happy Friday. It is podcast night. Are y'all ready?
Go.
Hello.
Hey, what's up? What's up? Good,
How we doing?
good. How are you?
Good. Tired. But we here.
We here. We
Mm-hmm.
blessed.
Always that.
Mm-hmm.
Always and forever. More.
Now, what's going on here?
Where's the ladies?
All right, what happened? I invited. Instagram kicked it off. Come on now. Come on, Instagram.
Oh yeah, because I see Sahara's on.
There we go.
There we go. Hey.
Hey, where's Sarah?
Says she's there.
I'm gonna put a little something on. Mm.
What is going on?
What's up? What's up?
Nope.
I'm about to say, Leandra, we about to go blind looking at you, girl. What is going on? What is happening?
Why is it not working?
Didn't
I
invite
see.
her.
Yeah, and then like I tried to accept the request that she sent, but it's just like, yeah, not working. I don't know why. Trying to do it, girl. I'm trying to do it.
Sent her the invite the other way too.
Yeah, I sent it both ways, and I tried to accept the one that she sent, but it's not working.
Oh man.
Well, we might have to get off and get back on because what in the world?
Instagram, stop playing with us.
Every week.
Right, because last week they was trying to get Froggy and jump. Oh,
Hey, I'm here.
there she go. There she
Hey.
I was trying to accept it. I'm like, I'm coming in, girl. I see it.
go. I'm coming in.
There we go.
Hi, lady.
Hola.
Friday.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
It's Friday.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
Yeah. Happy
How was everybody's week?
Friday to ya.
It was fun.
Happy Friday.
Yeah.
But sorry.
It was all right. It was actually okay.
Survived another week.
Very
We
busy.
survived. We here.
Very, very busy, but we're going to be good.
Mm.
Well, mine was good because I had a birthday.
You had a birthday. Hey, we got a birthday.
I had a birthday.
Make
Y'all
some
can
noise.
tell.
It's
Y'all
your
can tell I had a
birthday.
birthday
Do a little talk. Do a little talk.
because I had a birthday.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Yes. Happy birthday to you, and I will drink.
How was it? What did you do?
Thank you. Well, I channeled my inner child and went to Dave and Buster's and had a good time.
Hey,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Baby Buster's is always a hit.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and I went to First Watch for breakfast that morning. First Watch is good.
What you get? What you get there?
I got a waffle. I got the basic bitch meal. I got a Belgian waffle, some scrambled eggs,
Oh my God! Help the
turkey
Lord,
sausage,
help us.
and potatoes. Real basic like.
Okay, but you
That's
enjoyed.
it.
That's all that matters. You enjoyed.
Yes.
Lots of.
Yeah. Oh yes, and I got my favorite drink there. It's called the Purple Haze.
Ooh.
Purple
If you
haze.
haven't tried it, yes, it's very
Really?
good. Yes, it's like a lemonade, but it's got like lavender in it, and it's so pretty
That
and it's
sounds like
delicious.
the drink that I get at oh my God, this other breakfast place, but they call theirs Purple Rain.
When she said Purple Haze, that's the song that came to my head, and I started singing.
It's purple.
Yup. Well, I'm glad you had a good time.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Yes, the birthday
Yes.
shenanigans continue tomorrow.
All
Well,
right.
let's do
Yes.
it.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think
All
we
right,
should just
ladies.
jump up into it now.
There you go.
Okay.
Let's tell the
What we
people who
finna
it
do?
is.
What we finna do? Oh, it's on you. Oh,
Yeah,
me.
girl.
Hi, y'all. It's me, Tahara.
Hey, everybody. It's Kiana.
Hey, it's Leandry.
What's up, you guys? It's Emira, and this is the Girls That Love Podcast.
This is the confetti. Thank you guys for tuning in. Today we are going to be doing a part 2 to our episode from last week. What's the topic?
Well, I said all things hair care.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it was last week. So we can go with that. All things hair care part 2.
Right, part 2.
Because you can never talk too much about hair.
Yes.
Right, because there's too many changes out here. Too many changes and everything. There's too many changes.
Switch the hair up every day.
Right.
Yeah.
So, Emira, take us away. For those that do not know, where can Emira, the stylist, be found?
Well, myself, I can be found at Simone Beauty Hair Salon Tuesday to Saturday. Saturday is my early day. Friday is my late day, unless you on the podcast.
You know what? You're crazy.
Yeah.
So stop what you're doing right now and follow Simone_Beauty Hair. That is my hair page.
Yeah,
Show me some
put it in
love.
the comments.
Put it in there for the people.
That's right. Put it all in there.
I got you. Follow me.
Yes.
Because I got all your hair care needs.
Sure do.
Yup.
Because guess what? We all go to her.
We sure do.
Because if you need your doodah or your crop
Let's
dusted,
go get done.
you won't leave Simone Beauty looking busted.
Let me find out. I'm about to use that. It's funny to say.
Crazy.
That is funny. Yes.
Well, we're going to
All
start
good
with the
vibes.
professional. The all professional here to give us our tips on hair and scalp health. Because guess what? If your hair, well, first of all, if your scalp ain't right, you ain't growing. You only doing two things. You going bald or you growing? Which way you want to go? Up or down? I don't know. Which way we going? Right?
Point, please.
I ain't got the head to be bald.
All the way up.
Exactly.
I know that's right, Nancy.
Okay?
That is true.
That.
Girl, because I can't be bald.
I ain't got the head for that.
I'll be out here looking like a damn bowling ball. My face so round. It'd be like, ooh, girl, you got to go do something with that.
Girl, you look like
It's
a bowling
some
ball
women.
sitting right next to my plasma TV when all this forehead be showing.
Oh my God. You a fool, I promise.
It's some women
promise you.
that can rock that joint though.
They do.
Rock the
but-
ball head.
ooh, more power to them because I just be like, I could never.
I'll be all chin.
On chin.
When that sun
All
starts
chin
beaming,
with a ball head. All of this will look big as hell with a ball head. You take all of my hair away.
Never.
I'll be over here looking like Jigsaw because my cheeks will stick out so big.
Oh my
Not a
God.
good look.
Stop.
not so.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh. So,
But,
Yara, what
all
can
right,
we
Yara.
do? What can we do to keep our scalp clean, clear, and under control?
Yes.
Well, I guess I'll put to bed some myths where they say, oh, you don't wash your hair because that'll help your hair grow. Dandruff makes your hair grow. No.
So your shit dirty. Your shit dirty. Okay.
Yes. if your scalp is dirty, that means it's clogged pores. You think when people like to separate the two. Okay, the same way that you would take care of your face is the same way that you would take care of your scalp. Okay, so
Okay.
if you have clogged pores, if you constantly put in thick grease is not good for your scalp. Let's start there.
So no old school
Oil?
method. No old
Wait,
school
yeah.
wash
Wait
and
a
dry,
minute.
blow dry, and get the blue magic going.
Blue magic? None.
Blue magic made my hair grow when I was little. What's up?
It's not good for your scalp though. It's not. If we're talking scalp health now, it's not,
Yeah.
I was
not good
about to
for
say,
your
but you
scalp.
know your mama used to fart it and had the.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. If you
Figure,
say so.
I mean, honestly, because we was young, I haven't really met a kid that has problems growing out their hair. If you're using just basic stuff on it, you know what I'm saying? It's when we start to use a whole bunch of other stuff and start going through changes. So that's a little bit different because, I mean, with babies, you can style babies' hair with what is it, the Johnson & Johnson body gel. You know, and you get that little slick.
That's right. And then all of a sudden, if it's too hot, they'll be real shiny all over their face.
Right.
Sweating it out.
But just because it's something that we were used to does not mean it's the right thing.
True.
So I'm sorry. Grease is not good.
True.
But okay, so I'll say also some shampooing tips. When you shampoo, it's important to shampoo on your scalp because you're using it to cleanse your scalp. But shampoo is very drying to your hair, so you really shouldn't use shampoo on your hair unless your hair is actually dirty. Like conditioning, if anything, like the way that I do it with clients, unless my client's hair is actually dirty, then I'll go through and I use the shampoo. But I like to also use some conditioner on their hair with the shampoo because shampoo is very drying. But with that, when you do your shampoos, I would say, of course, start out with warm water, a good temperature. It doesn't have to be scalding hot. It doesn't have to be, too cool or anything, but something good, a nice in between that you're comfortable with. Cleanse your scalp. Don't scratch. Do not.
That scratching used to feel so good.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
see-
So right there though, with the scratch.
Yeah.
That's not necessarily scratching, but I have one of those like the brushes, like with the soft bristle that you can put on. Because I mean, like I said, this is a blowout. So I literally just washed my hair after work, and I was using that with my shampoo. But I didn't need it because that was part of backup build up. So I'm following you, girl. But does that like if you have those soft bristles, that doesn't really that's not the same as scratching with your nails.
No, scratching with your nails is a little different. Like the thing is, the reason why you don't want to scratch, you don't want to create abrasions on your scalp. You don't want to create sores or anything like that. And it can be done very easily. And scratching, it can definitely be done without you even realizing it. And that affects your hair in the sense of you can create bald spots. It sounds extreme, but that's what happens, And you can pull your hair out that way. So like how Kiana said, if it feels good to scratch, yes. But when you're shampooing your hair, you don't want to use your nails. If you use the tips of your fingers, the balls of your fingers, it feels the exact same way when you apply pressure. Just get in there and
Cat.
What?
That
Yeah,
don't
you're trying to see
feel
blood.
the same. That don't feel the same.
absolutely does,
I
It's like a
girl.
back scratcher on your scalp.
Not a back scratcher. Oh no.
I'm just messing. No, it does feel good both ways, but it's different with your. Excuse me, it's different with the balls of your fingers, like you were saying. Like when you wash your hair, it feels good because you are applying pressure, but it's different from scratching. It's different.
Yeah,
But I get
it is different.
Pardon?
I understand. that because when I wash my hair on the around the sides, I do a light. I don't go, but I do like a light little, with my fingers. But when I get into it, it's always the ball of my fingers.
Yeah.
But I do
What?
understand a good squirt.
Emira wash your whole soul out through your head because it be feeling like you're getting a massage.
Yes, you can
That's
fall
another reason
asleep.
why. If nothing else, go to get your hair washed and blow dried.
Yes.
If nothing else, because you be sleeping the bowl like this.
What?
You know what's funny?
That's so true.
Like, I've been told that so many times. Like, since I first started doing hair, they be like, it's something about how you wash hair. It's just like, girl.
You talking about I'm asleep. Yeah. Well, turn your head. You talking about her?
It is something about it.
For a minute.
That is so funny. Yep. But that's actually, honestly, that's one of my favorite parts of the service because I feel like, hold on, I think Tahara is having a little bit of difficulty.
Oh,
yeah.
Keep like that.
Mm-hmm.
But
Let's see. It's about to get there,
that's so true. Anytime I get my hair done by you, you be like, well, what do you want? Whatever you want to do, girl. Whatever you want to do. I'm just sitting here. You can do whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
There's only one other person who washed my hair like you do, but she hasn't had her fingers in my hair for years. It was one of my friends from school, and when I tell you, and she washed her hair for a long time, I'll be like, girl, I'm going to bed. That's the only other time. That's the only other person who washes my hair exactly the way you do. That's it. I have never experienced it otherwise.
Yeah, that's my favorite part of the service, though. It is, especially when I get new clients in my chair, and it's just like, because you don't know anything about me, like you know what I'm saying. I haven't touched your hair yet, and it's just like I always felt like, yeah, come on over here and get this shampoo because as soon as I shampoo you, you gonna relax. You'll be nice and comfortable. It's like it's when they be like, oh. Oh.
Should I stop?
Oh, like, yeah, got you. You nice and relaxed. Good job. But yeah, we were saying you don't want to scratch, even though sometimes it's tempting. You shouldn't scratch with your nails. Lightly is okay, like what you were saying, Leandri, but I don't know if y'all have ever been to somebody that would get in there with their nails. I'll be like stop touching me. Right. I had somebody do that to me using tea tree oil shampoo. And
not when it's already
like
icy,
a peppermint patty. Right. And they rinsed it out and I was like, my head is on fire. Like,
oh my God, no.
I was like, where'd you learn how to do that? I'm like, what the hell?
License revoked.
Yes, immediately. Immediately. I'm like, oh Lord. Then I got to sew in after that. That's a whole nother story.
Oh my God. So your scalp was
tugging and pulling and scratching.
Yes. My scalp had diaper rash.
Yeah. That's right.
Oh goodness.
Diaper rash.
Wow.
That shit was funny. Okay, so all right. So moving on from the shampoo. Once you rinse out the shampoo and you're ready to apply the conditioner, like we said, scalp care is the same as your face. So once you cleanse your face, you rinse it off and everything. And when you apply your conditioner, of course, that's the perfect time to detangle your hair. When you have the conditioner on and when it's soaking wet, that's when it's the easiest. And fun fact, a lot of conditioners can double as leave-in conditioners if you didn't know. You just rinse them out majority of the way. That's really it. Because leave-in conditioners is really 90% water, 10% conditioner. So any conditioner can act as a leave-in. Yeah.
Wait, Emer, can we back up to the shampoo for a second? What would you say is like an ideal shampoo to use? Because I know like the ones with like sulfates and stuff like that. So what would you say that you recommend?
I would say, well, it depends on the person's hair. I would say, sulfate free, definitely yes. But there's different shampoos for different reasons, because like if you're talking about just like a basic shampoo and conditioner to have, I would say I like to use Aquage. That's a professional line, and I use that one. I use the strengthening shampoo and conditioner. That's the one that's like basic for me all around the board. If I'm just doing like, I guess you would say just like a basic shampoo, you know. It's good for retaining moisture and strengthening, of course. Yeah, I would say that's like my go-to as like a staple shampoo and conditioner.
Okay.
Yeah, and that line, because that's the line that I got at the shop. Yeah. That line, I use that line for my silk press services, because their silken in shampoo and conditioner is bomb. Like, listen, if you want your silk press to be like butter,
and
come on over to the money team.
And they do me. Yeah.
Because it's something about it. It's just like, so when I go to shampoo and condition with that, I'm like, yo, I'm getting ready to hook your fucking hair up. You don't even know it. Like, you don't even know it.
I know that's
Like,
right.
it's something about it. So I use that whole system for that, and they have a volumizing one. They have a curl one. They have a color one. So that line is just dope. That line is dope. So hopefully that answered your question.
Yeah, girl.
Yes.
You're doing good, sweetie.
Thank you. Let me see.
Wait.
See, because I'm trying not to give out too much. Huh?
How about what oils to use on your scalp after you've washed it? Like, what oils are best to use to promote growth?
Before that, can you write the product in the comment?
Oh, yes.
They want to know what it is.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because Nay is asking. She said, wait, what line? I missed it.
Oh, the
She
line
just got one.
it's called Aquage. That's what it's called.
Spell it?
But it's a how you spell it?
Sounded very French. Aquage.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that, but
I have to look it up
we'll
because
go
I'll
with
spell it wrong in a
French.
heartbeat. I'll look it up because I'll spell it wrong in a heartbeat.
Okay.
But it's a professional product, so you have to get it from a licensed stylist. But
wait,
you
if
asked
we can't
about
take that route, what's like a one that we could get?
Oh, okay, so like if you went out to the beauty supply store and got one,
Right? Like, what would you recommend? Yeah.
Okay, my go-to for beauty supply store is what is it? Cream of Nature, the the red bottles. Yeah, that's like that has been my go-to for like the shampoos and conditioners, the sulfate free. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I had a phone call coming in.
I think I have Cream of Nature, but I think, are they the one that make that pure honey line too? Because that's the one I have, and that works good in my hair. I think, is that Cream of Nature or something else? You would think
Pure
I know.
honey.
I just use it.
I'm not sure, Tahir. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'll look at it later. That was more so me speaking out loud, but I think it's Cream of Nature, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Yeah. Pure honey. That sounds familiar.
Yeah, it's like,
no,
because Cream of Nature is like reddish, but I think it's like it got like a beige to it, and they have like their line of it. It's kind of cool.
When you said honey, I immediately thought of Ite.
I never heard of them.
I used Ite before. Ite was popular for like a hot second.
Yeah, it was
Oh.
going as fast as it flew out, and
Yeah.
I understood why. That's what I'm gonna say.
The way you shake your head's like trauma.
But y'all made me think though, because I do believe in mixing lines, because not every line has one, you know, it's not for everybody, you know what I mean?
Yep, I do that a lot.
Yeah. But as far as oils,
yeah. Because you said grease is not good for our scalp. So
right.
What oils are we putting on our scalp? Because then again, some people are thinking like, oh, if I put oil on my scalp, then my scalp is going to be dry. I'm gonna have these flakes. What's going on? How often should I oil my scalp? Like
that's what I was going to say. How often? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So if you had to put oil on your scalp, because okay, all right, I'm trying not to give y'all too much because I charge for this.
Girl, give us a little tea. Give us the generic or something.
But okay, so honestly,
small styles 101.
Give us one product. Honestly, you don't have to keep going.
Just one.
Give us one product.
All right, I'll say a go-to. Okay, so for me, what I like to use is the Wild Growth oil in the yellow bottle. I use both of them. I use the white one and the yellow one, but my go-to like scalp oil, like it's the Wild Growth in the yellow bottle. Honestly, out of all of the store-bought hair oils, that is like, I would say that one is kind of like top notch. Most recently, I just started using another line that I got at the beauty supply store just to try something different. Damn, I can't remember the name of it right now, but that one has a lot of natural oils mixed in, like jojoba oils, fenugreek. One of them is mixed with like garlic and a lot of different things. I'm like, y'all got me going down the rabbit hole because it's so much information out here, and I feel like I learn new things every day. You know what I mean?
Right.
Especially with trying to create my own stuff and just figure out what works.
Right.
Like So that would be my advice for that. You figure out what works for you. Like how I said, Wild Growth works for me, and it actually has helped to grow my hair out. It's helped to grow out, my daughter's hair. Both of them actually. And that's
that on that.
Yeah, that's it for that. But that's a good one, yeah. And when we talked about conditioner, always, I can't say it enough, always rinse your conditioner out with cold water. It's uncomfortable, yes, but it's very important because, like I said, you treat your hair the same way that you would treat your skin. So if you put cold water on your face to close your pores, you're doing the exact same thing with your hair. You want to seal up that cuticle and lock in all of those good products that you just put in there. That'll help seal it in, lock it in. It creates a nice shine. If you're gonna go and like blow dry style or put heat on your hair, it'll lock everything in, which is great.
And it reduces frizz, right?
Oh, yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Okay.
And it does wonders for your if you doing a like a wash and go.
Mm-hmm.
You put your conditioner in and detangle that thing and rinse it out with cold water. Them curls close right up, and they be.
Let me write
like
that down
because
I be struggling with my curls.
Yeah,
I do not know how to tangle.
Yeah, it's good. So know if I'm talking about it, y'all. I tried it first.
Right.
She wasn't stairs wrong.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Exactly.
So yeah. So let me see what else I got. Y'all have any questions? Any more questions?
I kind of do. What are your thoughts on hair masks?
Oh,
Hair
good
mask.
question. Yep.
Okay. Well, I would say, I don't really have any that I would recommend because that's not something that I use like at the salon and stuff.
Right.
Like I said, like, you know your hair. If you want to try different things, you know what works for you,
Mhm.
you know. Uh, the closest thing I'll say for me at the shop, the closest thing that I've used to like I guess you would say kind of like a hair mask is like doing a protein treatment.
That was
So
going to be my question about protein treatments.
yeah. And protein treatments, they only need, yes.
I was about to let you finish because I was going to say something about it. Go ahead.
Yeah, protein treatments, I use them. Protein treatments, they don't need to be done often. Like you can go every like 6 to 8 weeks doing protein treatments, like, once every 6 to 8 weeks. And that'll help you, especially if you're trying to grow out your hair and just cut down on the breakage and your split ends and everything like that. Definitely do a protein treatment with deep conditioning treatments also.
What I was
Okay.
going to ask is it necessary for everybody to utilize protein treatments? Because I felt like I think I read somewhere where it was like everybody doesn't need protein. Some people need something different, like like people using cholesterol on their hair. Like that's not an everybody thing. Everybody doesn't need to do that. And I'm sure everybody grew up with their moms doing cholesterol on their hair, or what the heck is that called? I forgot. I know cholesterol.
Is it hair mayonnaise?
Hair man, thank you. Hair mayonnaise, yeah, all that. Like, what are you doing that for? Oh, because it got to get inside my hair. It's like, okay, what is it for though? But then when I later found out after reading, like, everybody doesn't need that. Your hair can have enough. You can put it on your hair for nothing. Like, it's not going to do anything for you. So you got to really find out about your hair.
Yeah, it's funny that you said that though, because as far as like protein treatments, I use them for if I have to lighten somebody's hair and say like, because that's compromising, the hair shaft and everything. That's like say like, all right, I had to do I took my client from like a natural level 2, I want to say, which is like right before black. Her natural level was like a 2. I took her to white. Definitely the protein treatment. Because I don't know what you're going to do at home. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's like, yeah, you asking for breakage.
Right.
But even with that, the way that I like to do it, I mix everything with conditioner. All of my colors and everything like that, conditioner and oils and everything. Because if I'm going to blow that cuticle up, you got to be able to deposit something good into it also, So I'm going to blow it up. And definitely with lightener and stuff, if I'm going to open it all the way up, I got to deposit, the good stuff back into it.
Right.
But what you were saying about like the hair mayonnaise and stuff like that, you figure, what is mayonnaise made up of? Oil and eggs.
Yeah.
Your protein treatment, you can do a protein treatment with eggs. So you're basically doing the same thing. If you're using eggs and oil, it's this like the same thing, minus the oil. Also, are you guys familiar with like glycerin?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey Ashley, how you doing, girl?
Hey.
Thanks for getting on.
Yes, I'm familiar with that. Wait, let me make sure. I know I'm familiar with it, but that's not the glycerin is what they use at the Dominican hair salons. Is it glycerin or is it something else? I forgot.
Well, I've never been. I've never
They got.
been
I
to
only
Dominican.
remember. No, it's silicone. That ain't it. That ain't
Oh,
it.
you
They
know.
use silicone.
Oh,
I just thought about it. That ain't it. But I am familiar with the glycerin, like you said.
yes.
Well, I'm not, so school me.
So glycerin is good. You can. I actually like to use it. I was using it a lot when I did a big chop. That's something that, of course, it can be in other products, like your conditioner, your hair oils and stuff like that. So it helps you to maintain moisture and add moisture to your hair also.
Mm.
And it's like the way that glycerin is set up is kind of cool. Glycerin will pull moisture from your environment also to your hair.
Oh.
Okay.
Yes.
Mm.
So that is really, you shouldn't use it like if you're in some, like if you're somewhere and it's like really hot and dry, really, you shouldn't use it, because you figure if it's where there's nowhere to pull the moisture from, you know what I mean? So it's not really beneficial. You don't really need it in that aspect. But that's a really good one. And that's something that you can buy at the beauty supply stores too. Like I I love being a mad scientist with products. Like, let me get a little bit of that. Let me get a little bit of this, a little bit of that. This is perfect for me. Like, I love doing that, you know? And honestly, like doing that with conditioners and stuff too. You can make a little cocktail of conditioners, because like there's a lot of things that they do different things and they work perfect together. You know? So
I never thought of that.
yeah. That's cool.
Okay.
And I
Yeah,
Wait,
that
so
was very
I have
insightful.
one question.
Oh.
Yeah, I got one question before we move on, ladies. So, okay, so let's switch over. I know you were talking about like what you do and like the salon and everything. Now, something I struggle with as a natural is hair porosity. I cannot get it right. To be like, if it's low, if it's high, like how, like, what can you speak on that? Because I know they say some products, like if you're low porosity, then you're not going to use certain products, something that can weigh your hair down, or you know.
Yeah, it's really just it's finding the right products for you. So you would say there's a lot of ways to test it. Like, are you trying to find out if you have high porosity or low porosity hair?
Right. Well, I know you could test it, but I just feel like I just can't get it right. Because you can do it with the water, right? Like you take a strand of hair, you put in some water, see if it can float or if it sink.
Right.
Yeah, but it's just like sometimes, like I think with my hair, like with the texture changing, that it's like I can use a product and a couple months later, that product ain't gonna work for me no more. So I'm like, is it shifting or what? Like it's like I can't get a grip on it.
Yeah, that happens. That happens just like your skin and everything. Like how people get drier in the wintertime and everything. Your hair goes through those same changes. And it's okay to shift your products around accordingly. You know, like that's not something that's like abnormal, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. Does that kind of answer?
That's okay, girl. Yep, you got it.
Y'all schooled me because I ain't know nothing about that.
Right.
Testing the hair and all that. I ain't know nothing about that.
Yeah.
I'll be like, we gonna work today or no? That's all I do. Nope. Okay. You can do whatever you want. I'll walk around with a whole afro if it's not braided.
And you look good.
Right.
You want to find like low porosity. You want to find what products work for you and what could penetrate the hair so you can lock in that moisture and everything like that. You know, it's trial and error.
Right.
It is.
Right.
It's trial and error. Just take your time with it. take your time with it, really. And also, okay, this is the last thing. Hair and scalp health starts inside the body.
Mm-hmm.
It starts from inside. It starts with a healthy diet, you know, like it just starts there. And drinking water, drinking the proper amount of water, that helps, you know, as far as your hydration and keeping your hair hydrated and moist. Basically, I want to say hydrated. I don't want to say moisturized because you can still have dry hair with that. But just keeping your scalp and everything hydrated, everything starts from inside. Yep.
Okay.
Go from the inside out.
I know, just to circle back to what you were saying, Landry, I know it was a little while back about the hair mask.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of, I know, like, especially when I went through like my transitioning period and all that stuff, I did a lot of like my hair mask from just like buying avocados, and I'll get like avocados and put like some extra virgin olive oil and a little bit of mayonnaise. And like Emira said with the egg, that really helped because my hair will shed like crazy. And I crack the egg every once in a while. And even when I would go, like if it sit on for like an hour or whatever, when I go to rinse it out, I will have hardly no shed coming out.
Mm-hmm.
So like, even though like you were saying, like it's what you put in your body too, but even like those simple things, because they don't have so many like chemicals in it, that can help a lot too. And my curl will be curling, baby.
Definitely gonna try that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try
Yeah, that's a good one. I did a YouTube video with that, and I used aloe on my scalp first.
Mm-hmm.
Rub that
Yep.
on my scalp, and then I did the conditioning mask you're talking about.
I can't use
And
aloe.
Can't use
also, it's
what?
a
You can't use aloe?
really.
You learned
I'm
something?
allergic.
Oh,
I tried,
No.
the way I found out, I
Aloe.
had a body wash and I used it and I'm like, why am I feeling like this? So I
damn.
can't use aloe. I
Oh,
be hearing like
man.
aloe does wonders for the hair, and I'm like,
Yeah. Damn.
Wow.
That's
That's
wild. You know, it's another good one for your scalp.
what?
Onion juice. I wouldn't put that sticky shit on my scalp, but
I'm gonna
it
need a whole
works.
weekend for that.
I heard that too. And how about rice? Like the rice
Oh,
water?
I heard about the rice water. My mom used to do
I
that.
haven't tried it, but
I haven't tried it
That
either.
can
I
get
heard good and
funky,
bad
too.
things. Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
That was very
So,
insightful.
oh,
Yes.
I'm glad.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Mimi.
Thank
Very,
you.
very insightful.
You're
Thank you so
welcome.
much.
Now,
Great.
Of course.
who's next? Who's next?
So next is me. We're gonna talk about hair in the workplace. That could be everybody knows that could go good and bad. That can go. It's very very a very hard topic to actually break into in the office because people don't want to say the wrong thing. For me, my biggest pet peeve is, and Tahara, you said it last week when they said, "Well, wait a minute, is that all your hair?" Now listen, Susie, I didn't come in here and ask you. Is that
That's
all
Susie
your hair
Carmichael.
after they colored it?
That's
And we all know
Stop.
you were a brunette, but now you're coming in here blonde. Like, I didn't ask you none of that. That's the number one thing. I think it's rude. I think it's rude to ask.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's in poor taste. I also do think that the secondary part to follow up to that is, oh my goodness, oh my gosh, it just it's just. First of all,
Cut
why are
your
you
fingers
touching
off.
me? Why are you touching me? I never said you were allowed to come touch my hair. Never did.
Mm-mm.
That's
Mm-mm.
touching me. Please stop. Please don't do
Make
that.
it bad, girl.
Like, I don't like spreading conversation, but I don't like that either. But I want to know what you guys' take on hair in general. So, I mean, now we have the Crown Act. We have like all these things where, you know, that protect not just us, but anyone who wants to wear their hair in any type of way, right? And protect them wholeheartedly. But I want to know, most corporate or offices prefer straight hair because it looks neat to them. Some will allow curly, but it's got to be like a different type of curly, contained, quote unquote. And I want to know what your take is on that. Like, how do you feel about that? Are you on the straight side or on the curly side? That's what I want to know.
All the way curly.
I'm on the side of
feeling.
Yeah. I'm on the side of I do what I want. Like,
However I'm feeling.
if I feel like I want to wear straight hair today, I'll wear straight, and then I'll come in tomorrow with curly hair.
Right.
Like,
And I feel like that's like the beauty of our hair. Don't get mad at us because you can't do everything that we can do.
Okay.
period.
We're magic for a reason, baby.
Yeah.
Come on.
Okay.
So I feel like in a way, like to try to make us look more, uniformed. I get it if it's like a corporation, like they felt the same way with like tattoos and all that stuff. But we're talking about hair here.
Mm-hmm.
But I just feel like it's another way just to keep people boxed in.
I agree. I do agree with that.
You can't show your personality if you're coming to a job, and we do spend more time at our jobs than we do at home.
Mm-hmm.
But then we can't show our personality throughout, like our workday is just bananas to me. So I just feel like it's a form to be boxed in, and it's just wow. And it's stuff that you don't understand, because I've realized in my work environment being questioned about my hair, where it's like, is that yours? And I'm like, well, last time I wore my hair straight, you saw it was mine. Or if I switch up a hairstyle and it's curly, and I'm like, oh yeah, like I'm thinking about, cutting my hair or whatever. And they're like, oh, well, it's already short now. No, it's curly. When it's straight, it's not short.
Right.
But I'm just like, I feel like you don't care to really understand. And that is kind of like irritating to me, because it's like overall, like, and it's something, and this can expand other ways, and I'm just not going to take it there. But I just feel like it's okay for people different from us to take our cultures and do what they want to do with it, like or profit from it. But it's like, you don't know enough about us or
use it,
care to learn enough about it, So I just feel like overall it's just a way to keep us boxed in when it comes to our hair in the workplace.
Yeah, I agree. I've recently read, because I just wanted to be sure. I was like, we have the Crown Act, but what the heck? Like, can jobs actually say that they want you to wear your hair a certain way and all this? And apparently the answer was yes, they can. They can say what they prefer. It's just like somebody telling you that you have to wear a uniform to work. So I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty interesting. But me personally, I like curly hair. I do like curly hair. I do like to dabble in some straight hair, but I love curly hair. I don't know. I think curly hair is acceptable. I think all hair is acceptable. Don't get me wrong. Maybe if it needs to be a little bit, it has to be contained, for lack of better words, and then tie it up or something like that. Get a scrunchie, get a whatever that you guys use on your hair. Get something so that way it can be like a little pull back or something like that. I remember, this is gonna lead me into a little story. I remember when Quan was thinking about going into the police academy, and when I met him, he had dreads, and they looked really nice when they were done, because his hair was really frizzy. They were really long, and I was like, oh, okay, well, what are you about to do? He's like, yeah, I don't know, because in the police academy they make you cut your hair. And he was like, I don't know if I want to cut my hair. I was like, okay, well, think about it before you apply. But it was interesting because he felt so pressured to do that. So he was just kind of like, I'm just going to cut my hair before they try to make me. I don't want nobody to make me do anything. So I'll cut it before I go. He ended up not wanting to do it because of some racist things that were going on during the test, during the physical test. He was like, I'm not doing this. He was like, I didn't just cut my dreads off for nothing. So that was a lot. A lot, because he got in and everything, and he was on the physical, like doing all the physical tests, and it was a lot of racism happening there. And he was like, nah, I'm good. And so he didn't do it. But that conversation afterwards, he was like, dang, I just cut my dreads off for nothing. Like, that's crazy. And he's never had them back. He's never had them back on since. Like, he's grown his hair out here and there, but never had them like they was long. They was long. But,
and you see that happen in different settings too. Because like even when we see those videos of like kids that like with the student that was at the wrestling match and they were sitting there cutting his locks off and stuff like that. Like,
why are you doing that? Why are you touching my hair?
Yeah.
Ain't like it's heavy. I can't smack somebody. I can't, like, what am I do with that?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's inappropriate to do all that, and that's an embarrassment.
Mm-hmm.
That's an embarrassment.
Yeah.
The Twitter cutting his hair right before he has to.
Right.
Like, what?
Right there on the mat. I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Like,
or he was going to
in
get
front of everybody.
disqualified.
Yeah.
For his hair.
It's a lot. But all that to say, a lot of workplaces look at, dreads or locks and braids, like, not professional. Well, what makes it not professional? I don't understand that.
I'm aware of mine.
It's been a long time since I've worn braids myself, but I don't understand what makes it not professional as long as they're neat. I don't understand.
Something that pertains to us. We are the only people that wear our hair different kinds of ways like that. Because the basic stuff is straight, or like you said, certain curls,
right,
are acceptable. That all those things are geared towards us, But I look at it like this: everybody want our rhythm, but not our blues.
There you go.
So,
right,
exactly.
For real. And it's just like because we're so beautiful and magical, and the fact that we can switch, like I said, and rock curly locks, all those different things. We can have a weave down our back and have a shortcut in the same day. And depending on your hair type, you could come in with your short natural and blow that bitch out the next day and it'd be down your back.
Yeah, right.
I know that's right. I know it's right.
So what are you talking about? What's acceptable? You accepted me. You accepted me. This is what comes with me. I'm a whole person.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So just because I ain't what you used to, don't get it twisted, dude.
Because they want to accept us, but in their terms.
Right.
Okay, you can stay here, but I got a few rules.
Right.
The rules and all that over there.
Yep.
Keep that with you.
And I think I touched that in last episode too, when I said, when we were talking about how, like, when I cut all my hair off after having, my first child, and I colored it red, and the next thing you know, I got a new job, and they're like, yeah, we'll hire you. And then I'm hired maybe a week in, yeah, you got to dye your hair, like, to a regular. That's not.
This is my regular color. I'm born with my hair like this. There's people who are born with red hair, which leads me to my next statement.
Yes.
Hair color. Hair color. It will say, and I just read it in this handbook, it said it has to be natural color. Okay, so it's a natural color. Because guess what? There's people's hair who is out here that is red. So I'm dyeing it red.
Yep, it's so true. I have a cousin with red hair. Like bright red hair, and he's like real milk chocolate. So cute.
And that's the thing though. So it's like, who determines what's natural hair? Now don't get me wrong. Blue, red, pink, purple. I get that. Maybe not.
Honestly, it shouldn't matter as long as I'm doing my job.
But
my concern is only my job.
But that's what I'm saying though. Like, I get.
So weird.
They're like only natural colors. But here's the thing. Sometimes they still have a problem with natural colors. They have a problem.
Yeah. So
let's just say you didn't have red hair, but you wanted to dye your hair that color. What's that? 33, right, Emira? Or 30?
No, it'll be like a 30. Yeah, my baby, my bonus baby is a natural redhead, and when her hair out, it's flaming on. I wish somebody would change her hair. I'd be like, come on, baby, mommy work for herself. You don't have to change your hair for nobody.
Right. Right,
Get
right.
on over here.
And that's just that's how Nuri's hair is in the summertime, because that sun'll dye her hair quick. I don't know if it's dying it or what, but it comes out that color too. So it's like, okay, so if I didn't show up to work with this hair and then I changed my color, it's like, oh, but that's not your natural color. Well, who are you to say it's not?
Right.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Vanessa Williams was talking about that when she was younger, because she has the blonde. She was born with the blonde all over, like in the front of her hair.
Mm-hmm.
And people used to stop her and her mother and like, oh, you're dyeing your baby's hair. And she's like, no,
I get that all the time.
Are you crazy?
I get that all the time.
And who are you to ask me about my child's hair?
Yeah.
She was like,
I get that.
so when she was younger, she knew exactly what was going to come towards her when she got older because of her light eyes and her hair.
Mm-hmm. I get that all the time for Nuri, all the time. I'm like, oh my God,
the
you guys are doing this hair?
of people. The audacity.
Yeah.
I just want to know, why do you need to know if I did or if I didn't? I want to know.
For no.
Right, for sure. Now, so let's take it on the other side a little bit, because
I'm getting
I want
hot.
to get into some weave. I want to get into weaving, like weave color and stuff. So I remember growing up and my mom being like the biggest that I've ever seen anyway, Mary J. Blige fan back in the 90s, where it was cool to wear your hair, have your hair black, and then wear a blonde ponytail. Like, that was in. And I was like, ooh, that's...
With the gold lipstick. I'll never get over the gold lipstick. My mom loved her gold lipstick.
And the liner, like, you know. But I was just like, that's a lot of color. Like, for me personally, I'm nervous to venture out into a color, even in a wig. I'm like, ooh, I'll do a 30. I'll do a 30, 33, you know. I'll dabble a little bit, love a honey blonde. I'll do a mixture. But, Lord, don't you pop out and tell me I got to wear something real bright. I'll be like, I can't do it personally. I'm like, oh, I'm feeling weird. But
you gotta baby step that thing.
That's why I said give it a little mix, you know. Give it a little mix, I'll be okay. As long as it got a little something to go into something, I'm all right. But people are out here wearing their hair any way they want to, and as long as it's neat, I think they should let them.
Yep.
Yeah. The neatness matters, because you just walking on the job with a scarf on, looking like you just woke up, baby. I might tell you to turn around and go do something with yourself.
No,
you know what I thought of?
You making us look bad.
Right.
I got the bike holiday.
Oh, now looking like Wanda.
I got the bike holiday.
With the,
Oh my
God. Making that cement.
Oh, that's what I don't
funny.
like, though. A nappy ass weave. Baby.
Listen.
Take it out.
Come on, when you turn, it ain't moving.
Oh my goodness.
Stipianas.
Brumhilda.
That baby.
Brumhilda. That should be in the back, like.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Holly's on. Hi, Holly.
Hey.
Hi, Holly. She said
Oh
she
my
I've had
gosh,
problems
that's
with
so
my head,
funny.
my whole life. It's okay, Holly. We all learn.
Right. At some point, we're gonna get it together. Don't you worry about nothing, girl. We're gonna figure it out. And if you have any further questions, come see Simone Beauty.
Yeah.
Come for all your needs, girl. All your needs. Whatever you need.
Ooh, and speaking of color, I got this nice auburn wig. Ain't wear it yet. I did take some pictures in it, but I have not glued that thing onto my head yet. I'm gonna do it this year.
All right.
I really like it. That thing nice.
Oh.
Real nice.
Okay. But you know what? That means you gotta go to the mirror, get your hair, braid it down.
Yeah. Mimi, can you pop this on real quick?
Get it prepped. That'd be another service.
Now, when y'all walk around with those, because I saw that video that was up again with the lady with the hat at the airport, and she took her head off, and there was the weave attached to it.
Listen,
And they had to check.
I am for that. I
Really?
will. Yeah, but I ain't taking my hat off. So.
See, I think I would do something like that because it always seems like every time I'm deep conditioning, I have to run out for something. I would probably do that, like try to have it down, have it in my little cap or whatever, and then be like, let me toss this hat on, and it look like I got some hair around it. Might look a little bulky on the top, but I'll do it.
Top, bulky. So wait, so what about wigs? I feel like I've been wearing wigs all my life. I swear. I feel like it personally. That sounds crazy, right?
I don't know why you said that, and I thought like a baby with a wig on.
Right.
I've been wearing wigs all my life. All my life.
But you know what I thought about? I thought about that little girl who took that school picture. Her mom said, "Now watch, take my wig."
Oh my goodness.
That's funny.
I wasn't that young. Let's be real, I wasn't that young. But I was in high school because I liked half wigs. I used to kill a half wig. Tell me nothing. You know
Nah, for real. I wore half wigs too.
Like I was like,
Or
yeah,
cock that joint to the side. I was good for that. I was
listen.
good for doing that. The real big curly one,
Yes,
cock that bitch to the side and put some cornrows right here.
listen.
I had a cornrows out there and had a curly. Listen, I had that hairstyle next to me. Don't even worry.
Listen. Right.
You have to go back to your roots for real.
For real, yo.
So when
Damn, that just brought me back.
I never wore a wig. Only if we was in the high school plays.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah, that was my damn wig.
oh my God,
When I was Cha-Cha had her wig on.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Hey,
so funny.
Yeah, other than that, I don't think I've ever really worn a wig before. When I tried one, yes, but I want it to be like, I want to try one and be like a lavender, like a purple. Like I just want to, yes.
Ultraviolet.
Look, Emira.
I see a little girls trip because I want to be there for that.
Y'all stay tuned.
Ultraviolet gonna
Birthday
be acting up.
33. Right. Number 33. Let's see what we gonna be popping out in.
Ooh,
Hey,
that'll be beautiful.
yeah.
And I ain't
My
talking
thing
about one
with,
of them wigs off a girl's trip when they walked up in there with them.
Uh-uh.
Wow. What in the Power Rangers is going on
That
here?
thing laid
Right.
and slay.
Yes.
That's one thing I want to do. I want to get my hair. I want to get the wig laid down, like go to a professional and swoop that joint. Now you can give me all them baby hairs y'all trying to do. Lord have mercy. Throw that
Oh, I do not do them baby
Yeah, I'm not
too much.
a part
Too
of
much.
that crew. That
Baby,
baby hair crew.
they cutting half the wig out and gluing it down. Oh.
Yeah.
Yo, that's funny. That's
like,
funny.
This we don't need this. No.
Yeah. I will say when I wear wigs though, for real, like I've always felt like this about wigs. I needed to look like my hair. Like I don't care if you know that it's not my hair. I'm a fool somebody. Like I need to have it a certain kind of way that's like, is that your hair? You know it ain't my hair.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's how I always would try to do it. Like do something like that. If I wore the half wig, I would have my, like this was like back in the day, high school. And you get I had the cornrows up front, had a half wig, and then had the try to braid the ends of my braids down to make them curly like the wig.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna leave you guessing.
Right.
Right. Right. Okay then.
Right.
That's my fun.
But yes, so as far as hair in the workplace, I'm wearing my wigs. I'm wearing all hairstyles. Ain't no hairstyles off limits. I'm wearing it all. Matter of fact, I got one of my supervisors said something. She was like, so the interview, your hair wasn't like that. I was like, nope. That's all I said. And that's all was said.
Baby, I ain't no one trick pony.
Because I showed up to work with my hair like this.
Just like this.
Yeah. Because I had the Beyonce joint on with all the voluminous straight voluminous curls in. I had those in. And I said, yeah. Next week.
Wait, for your interview or for like
For the interview.
when you first started?
For my interview. Yeah,
Okay.
Interview. I didn't have this curly wig on. No, for my interview, I had the straighter one with like the Beyonce curls, blowing in the fan curls.
Okay.
Those.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, yeah, I'm tired of this one today. Then let's do this one this week. And that's
Come
just
here,
that.
come here, Delilah. Let me pull you out today.
Listen, Laws ain't. What you say? What y'all say? Laws ain't looking like Rick James. Okay.
Kiana go stepping into work like sexual chocolate.
Talk about
Oh my goodness.
okay.
All right.
But yeah, no. But that's that. That's that. For hair in the workplace.
Well, let me take it from you, girl. Pass the time.
Girl.
Because we're going to talk about protective styles, and a wig is a protective style, people.
Listen.
So, let's go. I'm going over here. If you see me looking down, it's because I got all my notes on my laptop. So, that's just because of that. I'm not looking at anything different. But, so, we know that a protective style, since I'm more geared towards natural, is like a low manipulative hairstyle. You could tuck it away, you could leave it in, not too long, we'll get into that. But it's just so that you don't have to do like a daily retouch, anything from braids, like Leandra's hairstyle, wigs. I got what else? Locks, twists, cornrows, bantu knots, anything along those lines is a protective hairstyle. So, I got some questions, but hold on, sorry, y'all. Hold on, I'm going down because I'm kind of doubling back to what Emira has said about the grease, because I'm like, we knew how like when we was younger and our hair would like flourish from just the simple things, like if you had your little, people call them different things, like if you had your barrettes or your knockers or what else do they call them? Bobos or whatever, any of those. Like we might have that in a little braid with a little barrette at the end, and that could have been like a protective style for a little bit. Or take it back to last week when we was talking about getting our hairs done and putting the beads on it with aluminum foil.
Yep.
That is a protective style. And it seems that what I was thinking about when I was doing my notes was that when we had the simple styles like that with a little bit of pink moisturizer, blue magic, whatever the case may be, a little cup of water, all that stuff, getting our hair done, our hair would flourish, I'll say, in a sense. But now that we get older, I just feel like it's like different. I mean, for me personally, I just feel like it could be different, like with a protective style, because that thing can like, all right, so hold on before my mind go elsewhere. So for instance, like when I get braids, I can't put braids in too often because my edges will break out like it's nobody's business. It would just start coming out, and I'd be like, yeah, not like even tight bumps, or I would just feel like maybe it could be like in my mind, like a psychological thing, but I'll just be like, yeah, these edges ain't edging like the way they used to be edging.
Not edging.
I'm not gonna keep putting these braids in and you end up seeing my brain now because it's just thin. Like, it's just, I don't know.
It just the product too. You know, that can come from the product that you use when you go to put your braids in. Because some products, like, I know we love like how edge control lays your edges and everything like that. And some people sometimes braid with that. It's not really good because it can create. Like, you ever take out your braids and you get the
residue,
like the buildup?
Yeah, that I'll get like, but I use like jam. I don't use that on my edges. My hair will be poofed up.
I guess it don't. Does it matter?
It's certain jams. The old, if you're using the old school jam, don't use that thing. You remember the older jam, like when people first started using jam, not the new jam that they kind of transitioned to. Not the shining jam.
Ain't nothing but grease.
Yeah, I use the red one, the braider one. We lost one.
Yeah.
But anything that's like super thick that creates that buildup of like look like a big ass lint ball in your hair. Not the natural
Yes.
dandruff, but that shit that'll break your hair off.
I'm telling you, sometimes when I take my braids out, most of the time when I would take my braids out, I would have that. And I'm not the type to like leave a protective style in. I'm the type that's like, you put a protective style and then next week I'm like itching, like, oh, let me take this thing out. Like, I want to take it out. But even if it's at the max, I might go like 2 weeks. If I do braids in my hair or anything like that. And I will always end up having those balls in. And then I would try to put like conditioner on it. Sometimes when I go to comb it out, some hair might be coming out and there ain't no shedding hair. That's like you hear the whoosh, and it's my hair.
I heard the rip it.
Yeah. It's like make you want to punch a wall.
I mean, it hurt too.
You made me think of something.
What?
You made me think of something too. So when you take it out, don't comb it from the knot. Comb it from your ends up. You know what I mean? Like, when you detangle your hair, start it from the bottom. Work your way up to work out that knot. Because if you started from where the knot is at, rip, everything here will be fine. Everything underneath of that knot is thin like that.
Right. See, but I do started from the bottom.
Now we're here.
Now we get here. Right. Now we get here. And it's like I be trying to like pull it. Like I might take a little conditioner, put it on there, and try to like kind of pull it apart. Because if I do, since it's like a ball around, like how the rubber band or whatever, like a hair tie is or however, then it would feel like it's like I have no choice. If I'm gonna comb it, that thing gonna get combed.
Yeah. I got you.
So a lot of times, sometimes I won't put braids in because of that. Like I'm like, yeah, I'm not ready for this knot to go pulling any hair out. But question for you guys. So getting a protective style, like I said, it can last for some time. It's a tuck away hairstyle. What is too long for y'all to have in a protective hairstyle?
I went too long, so I don't even know.
I say too long, depending on the style. A month could be too long, depending on the style. Like if you have your hair in, like, say, natural twists, like your hair is just twisted naturally, a month for your own twist, okay, for me, that's too long. That's like almost starting locks.
And then you be mad
because
ripping your hair out more because now you're like, why is this shit hurting? It's hard to come out.
When I wear my twists, I wet them like every other day, like in the shower with them, because I like how it curls up. So yeah, having that in a month is just like, baby, you might as well get that retwist done because they in there.
Right. Now I've seen people actually. I have never personally. I think I did it once and it was too heavy. But they'll wash their braids. Like,
yeah, I've done that.
Like if they have their braids, I feel like it's so heavy.
Yeah.
No,
I've done that a few times. I want to say like maybe like 2 or 3 times, but I will wash it and then if I don't blow dry it, I just put a scarf down on it to lay it back down without putting any type of like gel products or anything, and it leaves. And then get up, it stays dry, go on about my business. But yeah, I washed braids before.
I would actually, like, the point of washing your braids is not to wash your hair. It's really for your scalp. So if you could like figure out a way to like keep your braids out of the way and just do your scalp, then that might eliminate what you're saying to her as far as being heavy.
Yeah, then you might need to hold them things up there and have like the shower head if you got the detachable one just be on your scalp. Okay, that makes sense. Because that thing be doing a little too much. What else? I think. Okay, so something that I'm struggling with is when it comes to natural hair when you're working out.
Hair at all.
I feel like as soon as you break a sweat, hair altogether when you work out, because you break a sweat, scalp starts sweating.
Everything.
That thing. I feel like I cannot master that because I've tried a scarf to lay it down. I've tried, a headband. I try everything. I don't know. And it makes you not want to work out because it's like if you do a braid out or something like that and that thing start getting a little puffy at the roots, it's over. I know for me personally, it's over after a couple of hours once you take that thing out. You could throw the whole style in the trash.
Yeah.
Have y'all thought of something that would, everybody was shaking their head, so I don't know. You thought of something that could be like some type of help, something that we could tell the viewers, something that might work.
The first thing I would suggest, let's just say you go ahead and put a scarf or something on and like edge scarf or whatever. The first thing I would suggest is don't take that scarf off or your whatever headband off until that dries. That's part of it too. Because even though it's puffy on the edges, you know what I mean? And that's not what you want. If you let it dry all the way back again, you'll be all right.
Okay. Yeah. I would say use a cotton scarf. That's
To catch the
because that'll absorb the water, all that moisture. If you use a cotton scarf when you're sweating and everything, and then wait till it dries like Kiana said, and then undo it. It sounds nasty, but because you're essentially drying the sweat,
Right.
but
What else you gonna do?
I was going to suggest make your workout day also wash day. So after you do your workout, you take your shower, you wash your hair, so you get all that sweat off.
That works.
Hmm.
That works
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
I just say I ask my clients like, so I mean, listen, you want that body or you want your edges lead? Like, I mean, because really, like, you can't really have it both ways. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to sacrifice something because, I mean, you're going to sweat. Yeah, that's really, if you got workout goals, listen, all right, so we're going to put these braids in and you go ahead and make it do what it do because, yeah, like, you're going to sweat your hair out, you know?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So it's either you jeopardize the workout, jeopardize the edges, you know what I'm saying?
Everything, your goals, your body,
Yeah,
everything.
because what's more important, that's it.
Right.
Okay, the last thing I have for y'all is what is your favorite protective style?
This is definitely my go-to. It's like,
And what's one that you will try to stay away from? So we'll try that. We'll do it both ways.
Oh,
What's
but mine is
your
the
favorite,
same
and then which
thing.
one that you like? Mm-mm. You said it's what, Kiana?
I said mine is the same thing. I love me a good high ponytail, quick, fast, in a hurry. But wearing a ponytail all the time will break your hair off. And that's another thing for me. My hair was so broke off because I wore ponytails all the time in high school. I mean, it wasn't the only thing I wore, but I wore it a lot too. And my hair was broke off bad. My whole middle was short.
I see how
Terrible.
because my other go-to used to be like the high puff, curly puff, but I can't wear that no more. So I had to adjust and go to other things. But yeah, I can't do that no more.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I love it.
My go-to is always braids because I don't have to, once my hair is in braids, it's like I don't look at my hair and so I need to take out the braids. It's braided. I ain't got to worry. I ain't got to worry.
Right.
Put a little oil on that scalp and call it a day.
See,
I don't even do my edges like that when I got braids. I really don't.
you real
Like,
cool with it.
yeah,
Right.
I'll brush them, but after a certain amount of time with the braids, like when they're new, yeah, edge me up because it just goes with it. But if my shit is fluffy already, I don't want all that slick ass shit around my edges and my roots is all
Peter Cotton.
What?
Your edges looking like you just got your hair done all laid and shit's all fluffy.
right. I can't get with that. Like,
A scarf is my
other one, right. My other one, honestly, I'm telling my business a little bit, but the one I got right now,
yes. Yes.
Oh my goodness.
And what I got right now, like, I'll say this type of wig because I got leave out, you know? So, trying to be a curly haired natural girl, this leave out is getting ready to be fried as hell if I don't stop, you know?
Yeah, I can only wear this stuff for 3
Yeah.
days. That's it.
Mhm.
All right.
Yes. So that's really it because I don't really care for sew-ins like that no more because I'll be over it. I don't feel like doing it.
Right.
I'll be over it. So
Wait a minute, because sewings used to be my go-to.
Mhm.
My big fluffy joint. Emir used to have me right. My mom was like, every time I would see you be on the go, be that big ass hair in your car, in your baby, just driving. I'm like,
Get my
yes.
life
Throw
on,
the hair in the
please.
car, I'm out.
Right.
yep.
And it used to
Yes.
be different colors. I remember when we went for that bright red.
I remember that. Yep.
Yeah, I used
That
to. Mm-hmm. It was cute. I looked at the picture the other day. But no, now I could do a nice little flat twist after a deep condition and everything and a wash. Do a little flat twist, put it in a cute little style, might part it on the side, have some down like this.
Yes.
Put it back, let it dry. You can wear it like that a day or two, then take them out and that hair be curly.
See,
Yep.
flat
Yeah.
twist for me don't work out. I don't know what I'm doing. It don't work out for me. I'd rather do a rod set or something. I mean, a rod set I love. But them flat twists I have tried and it's like one part of it will be looking nice, the other part will be like, no ma'am. That's just it. No, we're not.
I
We're not.
actually love that.
What, flat twist?
The 2-strand flat twist,
Mm-hmm.
like to set your hair, it's something about it, and the fact that like it's like the style that keeps on giving because when you can do it with your hair like wet and it looks completely different than doing it with your hair blow dried out and then you add it in the product as you twisting it and that thing set like that and it be
That thing be love. I'm telling you, get it to the right side, a nice part, however you want it, and you could tuck that thing back, or however, if you just please that thing. But the only thing, like when I used to watch a lot of girls on like YouTube do it, and they be taking them out and then they start fluffing that, I can't do that. Because if I want mine to last, I can't fluff it out the first day.
Fluff it from the root.
Yeah, like they fluff it from the root, but my root the next day is not going to be happy about that.
Yeah. I try to take it out neat. When I take it down, I try to take it out neat. Yep.
And I put oil on my hands first and then unravel that thing. Because we ain't going to cause no friction up in here.
For real.
But yeah, that's what I got for protective styles.
Lovely. Thank
Yes.
Now, Lee,
much.
it's on you. So what you want to do?
So as a Cosmo hair child or adult, what I have a few questions for you guys on how, you got through all of that from being a child to now. But as a kid, my mother did my hair from the day I was born to graduating from high school. Once I got to college, it was like, you on your own. I was like, hey, what do I do with this? How do I adjust?
Deanna, come back to the screen, baby girl.
Come
back.
And trying to figure all
Sit up.
out.
I'm freezing too, as you can see my blanket. I'm freezing.
And that cold will put you right to sleep, girl.
Freezing.
Sorry, Lee. Go ahead.
No,
Sorry.
okay. But just adjusting with all of that was a process, and just really being frustrated with your hair over the years. I need to know how everybody went through all that. So my first question is, when did you adjust to doing your own hair yourself?
I think middle school. Yeah. I think middle school when I was first kind of like, oh, okay, I could do it like you were saying before, Amira. Could do a little ponytail. Just do a little ponytail, a little something, a little half and half.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you start experimenting with it, and then teaching yourself how to braid and all that stuff like that. You know, I think middle school.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'll say middle school. It was this one hairstyle that I used to do that I was so hype about. So, still experimenting with, different hairstyles and stuff. My mom used to wear this wet and wavy hair, like the track she used to do her own sew-ins and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, she take it out, I wash it. Mom, let me get that hair. Put my hair up in a little slick little ponytail, top of my head with the baby hairs.
Listen.
And I'll take that track hair and wrap it around. But I didn't know what I was doing like that. I just, wrap it around. It'd be tight as shit.
Ooh, with a headache.
But you can still see your bun in the middle. I ain't never know how to cover that up, right? So I used to do like this. I got creative with it. So I'm like, all right, that's not gonna work. I flip the back of it up and just put the scrunchie on it so that the back of my bun is covered. And then now I got the curlies hanging down like that.
Everybody had their hairstyle. Everybody.
Yeah.
Yep, everybody. Yep.
I put that extra little track piece in the front that had the curls hanging down.
Yeah, like a bang.
Oh
Your
my
name was
goodness.
Selena.
Yo.
Oh my goodness.
You couldn't tell me nothing. I'm like, what?
What was that?
Oh my
Oh
God.
my goodness.
That is so funny.
Yes.
I think I started doing like my hair like Kiana, like you said, like middle school. I was getting tired of the same hairstyles. My mom didn't know how to do hair. She used to always like, so I'm completely opposite from you, Lee. Like my mom would be like, she would get somebody to do my hair, or I would have cousins that do hair, so they would do it. But other than that, all Ivy was putting in my hair was 2 French braids or a bun. Or maybe like, some with a little barrette and everything. But I'm just like, man, I got to an age where I was like, I'm tired of this bun.
Right.
So we're going to have to learn how to do
Right.
something. Which I'm happy for, because now like I explored and now I know what I like, and I sit and do both of my kids' hair. So it worked out well.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, my
That's
mom, like I would just style whatever she did, but homegirl had that. You got it.
And she said the same thing right back to you when you went to college. Ball in your court.
I was like, okay,
But I guess
I can flat iron it, I guess.
Ooh.
I guess. Oh.
You know what I just
I can flat
realized?
iron it, I guess.
I just realized I remember perming my own hair.
Oh, I ain't go that far, girl. I was terrified.
I don't think I ever.
I ain't never went
What?
that far, baby.
I used to perm my own hair. I'm like, how you doing again? I got this. Yep. Doing myself and be like, oh, we got to stay on that good 16 minutes. That's it. That should start activating and pulsating.
Pulsating? Oh my gosh.
For real. Because you already, I know about when you get a perm anyway. You always be like, oh, I'm going to get a perm. And all of a sudden your whole head has been itching all day long. Ordinarily, you never did that. Yep. That's one of the first things I learned how to do too, Lee. Perm my hair.
Oh, that was my next question. What was your first hair decision that you made?
Color.
Yourself?
It was probably perm and then color in high school.
Yeah, mine was color.
Lighten this thing up.
Yeah.
As far as doing it myself.
Walking around looking like, what the hell's wrong with your edges? They looking ashy.
Yeah, you get the brighter ones. That is funny.
Yep.
Eyebrows, different color, all dark.
Right. Like, what's happening here?
That made me think of this one time. I think this was middle school, and I came to school. First of all, my hair was like this because we had to take family pictures, and I came with that full weave, bang and everything. I was so upset coming to school like that because it wasn't curled, it was crimped, and I had the bang. The pictures that I still have those pictures. I remember like it was yesterday. Had the red bow on the top of my head. I was like, please don't send me to school like this. I was like, I can't even put this in a ponytail because then you see all that in the back. Nah, I was so mad. Everyone's like, that look nice. Is this yours? You know damn well this ain't my hair.
Damn well.
I think it was middle school. Gosh, that was the worst.
Oh my
Mm-mm.
God, talk about a picture. Now, if anybody know, Emira know that I hated my high school graduation picture.
Mhm.
Lord, I didn't get my hair done the way like how I wanted, and I kept curling and trying to get something done in the face. The picture's nice, but my hair from all them fried dye laid to the side was short, baby. I'm talking about I want a bob now. Mm-mm. That thing, that thing was like, oh Lord, just thinking about it.
Ignorance is not bliss.
I do not like that picture. Mm-mm.
What it was back then, but ignorance is not bliss at all.
Nope.
How do you find out?
When I look back, I'm like, why would you do that to yourself?
Right. Looking crazy.
Ooh, y'all just reminded me of something.
What?
When my hair fell out in the middle from my micros, I guess I was allergic to the hair or something. I was allergic to whatever color they used in the hair,
Mhm.
and my shit fell out because I used to rock.
Oh,
I used to rock the burgundy hair in the middle for my micros, and then it'd be
Yep.
black around the sides.
mm,
Oh, and I had the wet and wavy hair, and I was just like, I rocked that to death. And I took that hairstyle out. I was like, hold on now. I didn't cut bang. Like all of this was like, bam, like literally, bam.
Like where the burgundy was?
bang.
Where all the burgundy was, all of that shit was just like,
I had
it's redone.
her looking like a chicken.
They're like this.
Yes, like,
Damn.
remember, I don't even know if y'all remember this. Tara, you might remember it. That's when I started rocking. I used to put tracks in my bangs. Like
Yep.
when I wear my hair down,
Yeah.
I had a tracks in my bangs.
Mhm.
Cause I was like, oh hell no.
Yeah. Call her Betty Ann.
This is
Oh,
ugly.
Come in.
See, look at
That's
y'all.
how my graduation picture when I had my hair down.
Mhm.
Cause if I was rocking it the way it was, yes, I'd have been like, there was short.
Oh, look at
I had to
y'all.
put that.
Flow of my questions, because my next question is, when did you start seeing changes, bad or good, within your hair?
Immediately. So I feel like as soon as you touched your hair,
Immediately.
it was all over the place. As soon as we touched it, my mom would be like, is your hair combed out? Your hair ain't combed out. She would comb the comb. We're like, Mom, it's combed out. She'd be like, oh, today it is, whatever. And then look around. You'd be like, my hair's, like you said, Emira, my hair's short. My shit broke off. It's Etch-a-Sketch. What the fuck is going on? For real.
Oh my God. Not
That's when it's long,
I
short,
can't.
short, long, short. Woo! No.
looking like a little baby grass.
Right. It's like, yeah, but and then everybody we gonna ask Emira, what you think I should do? Well, girl, I think we should just take it right on up here and take it across. She talking about and now be bald.
Looking like a long neck.
Yeah, well.
Right. What is happening?
I think
my
I've been
God.
through that with all of y'all.
Yeah.
I think I've been through that with all of you. Come on, y'all. Let's just,
Yes.
we're going to take it off.
I used to be like, Emira, what you look like in the middle?
Oh my God.
We used to hear Bear just cutting and being like, why is she taking it up so high though?
Right.
I
Up
know you
here on your ear.
look, I know you ain't part Dominican being scissor happy now. 'Cause
Right.
You know they get scissor happy for
She about
real.
to karate chop with these scissors, all right? No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
That is
I
so
remember
funny.
Emira saying, health over length. Here I go.
Yeah. Ooh, sick.
Mm.
Health over length. You
And
okay?
speaking of cuts, when Emira cuts my hair, I don't question it because those are some magic hands, especially with a cut. A cut. Next time you see her, you be like, girl, what you do to me? Every single time. But when
Look.
my mother cut my hair, I'd be like, let me see. How much you take off? She'd be like, it's this much, Leah. I'm like, oh my gosh, you hurting me back here.
Yo, that's funny.
I can feel it.
But the first time I probably noticed a bad change was when I did that T style. I was like, and I'm done. Braided up forever. And then another time I saw a change was when I went to school in California, because the weather's different there. So it's like, okay, now how am I supposed to adjust with all of this?
Okay.
And then trying to find somebody out there to do your hair, it's not really, unless you go into the hood. You won't see that not on Hollywood Boulevard. They'd be like, oh yeah, I can do it. No, can you do it though? Tell me your process before you touch me.
Right.
That's what
Right.
I'm looking at. Tell me your process. Is it a wash and set or a wash and flat iron? What are
A
you
wash
doing?
and set.
But
Oh my goodness.
I would say like maybe this was probably like my second year in California. I really found somebody who was like, I was taught by a Jamaican woman who does hair very well. So I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm like, okay, he talked me through it and everything. And I had to get like a nice sharp cut. I was upset about it, but that thing was flowing and nice. It felt really light and not frizzy. So
Yeah, see.
that was a good experience. But dealing with your own hair, that's a process. That's a process a lot of people, some parents don't prepare you for.
Mm-hmm.
Difficult.
Yeah.
Mine was doing my hair color for the first time. And when I say, because I used to do the semi-permanents all the time, but talking about permanent hair color, I remember going red, because red is my thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I went red and I used the what is it? What's that by Dark and Lovely? I think it is. What's the purple box?
Yeah, it's Dark and Lovely, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, I used that bitch, and she wasn't good to me. At first, she was, but I didn't know. Like I didn't know what I was doing. So trial and error. You're not supposed to color over already colored hair, especially within like the same day or two, and leave it on the full amount of time. Hair thin as hell.
We are triple processing today.
Listen, I blew that hair. Yes, I blew that thing up, and it's always the top, because that's where
The weakest.
the back of my hair be healthy as hell. But
The top of your hair be against you.
Yep.
The top of your hair is
It'd be like, stop
playing
with us, girl.
give zero fucks about you.
At all.
Yes. I'm like craziness, but that was my thing right there. When I colored my hair and then colored it again. And even my mom don't do hair, but she just got girls, and she tried a bunch of stuff. But she was like, I don't think you're supposed to do that. I was like, for real? Let me go rinse this
My
out.
hair about to jump off this scalp immediately.
Right.
That joint was stupid. She's like, I don't think you're supposed to do that. I said, let me go rinse it out. My hair was instantly, it was instantly thinner. I was like, Jesus.
Feel like straw, real thin,
Terrible.
like yarn straw, like that hard but soft, because you process it so much. It's like almost like when you use Nair or Veet, and the hair like, is it plastic?
Yeah.
Is it stretchy? What is this? It changes everything. I feel like that's what I remember my hair being like when I the last time, obviously a long time ago, the last time I colored it or processed it in any way, got like that. Weird and stringy. Weird.
I went swimming after that. Dumbass.
So Emira's
Just
out
dumb.
here quintupling the process.
Right. Emira was out here just wishing to become bald.
Just wishing, like,
Like an eagle.
Am I?
you could blow my hair away like a wish. One of them little wish.
Wait. Oh my God. You know what? I saw this social media video where this guy was using the leaf blower outside and he was blowing people's wigs off their head.
I've seen that. I've seen that. I honestly, first of all, they were ready to whoop his ass.
I was like, excuse me.
Yeah.
But I don't know, low key, that video made me feel some type of way. Because it's like, you out here embarrassing people. When I saw it was funny at first. I was like, oh shit, like, did he really do that? But yeah, but then I was like, he really did that shit? He like going up, acting like he blow, and then gonna lift that bitch up and blow your wig off?
Don't blow my
Here's
motherfucking
my
wig
question.
off.
Why? How come your shit not hunkered down?
Right. Look, you do what you gotta do. Like I said, I ain't a wig wearer.
Shit on their head, like,
You're not expecting tornado force winds out of nowhere.
no, they just walked outside. And then they expected.
No.
Why did your wig get
Because I be
blown
mad
off?
as hell.
Did you
Wig
put
or no
the
wig, I
components
be
in?
mad. If I got a little nice little silk press or something, you go blow on my shit. I'ma jump on you. Wig or no wig.
Yes.
Yep.
My thing
That-
is,
That's your ass.
why is
had
it not
that hair looking like fucking Day or Friday, where he was sucking my motherfucking lip up.
Oh,
Oh
my
my
God!
God.
What if he sucked it up?
You owe me money.
We gotta fight.
I'm tripling the cost, whatever that wig costs, times 3 is what you got to pay me.
Girl, you talking about?
Money.
I couldn't
You
believe
got to pay me for my pain and suffering.
No,
Right.
Plain
honestly, I think it was ridiculous because I was like, so nobody's wigs are on, really? Like it looks like somebody sat it atop on their head, and that's it. No combs, no reinforcements, no nothing, no bobby pins. There ain't no way he was able to blow that shit off your head so easy.
Well, now it was a leaf blower. He could have set it to high.
That's what I'm saying. Like, nobody expects a fucking tornado to be up the back of your neck. Like,
Permanent air
you
conditioning.
like, whoa.
Right?
Oh, no.
Permanent.
That was
That's
wild.
funny as heck.
Oh my God.
That is funny. Remember when people
I
used to
remember
pull ponytails in high school?
Yes.
That yeet, that little shit.
Oh my
That,
goodness.
I ain't never had that happen to me because I guess I just had the look of like,
Don't fuck with.
don't do that shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
My drawstring used to be tight as a bitch. I used to have a headache
Yeah.
all day.
You did it.
Yes, Lord.
Did.
My shit was
Be like
slick.
sitting there. Girl, loosen it.
Come on, girl.
After
I'm
school.
losing this. I'm taking this shit off, put it in my pocketbook. Okay.
Like, yeah.
Yep.
Mm-mm.
Y'all know what
They
though?
do
Y'all just
too
made me
much.
think. Y'all just made me think, like, because we did care about hair a lot in high school.
We did.
Like, you never wanted
to.
to have short hair in high school.
No, because you was bald.
Like, for whatever reason.
You was bald.
Yeah, for whatever reason, though, it was just like, nah, I don't want to have short hair. My hair ain't short. Like, that's not a bad word. Like,
It might as well have been. Might as well.
But you know who got me out of that? It's crazy.
Oh.
Who got me out of that was my nieces. Because they cut their hair young. And I was just like, y'all are just so amazing. You know? They all cut their hair off at the same time. They grew it out. They had locks, which that was in itself was something different for me. Like, y'all wanted to get locks, you know, which is awesome. And they look so cute. But then they was just like, they was trend, honestly, for their school, they was like trendsetters. They got locks. Everybody else wanted to get locks. They wanted to lock their hair. Once everybody started getting locks, they was like, yeah, we don't want locks no more. We're going to cut it. they all got shortcuts. I know because I did it for them, but
Mhm.
and I did their locks, but it was like Salima, when I cut her hair off, she was just like, oh yeah, yeah, this is it. Like comb
Mhm.
twist that thing. She had a little baby hairs
Yes.
going, cute little headband, and I
So
was
cute.
just like, it's the confidence for
Cause she
me.
said, "Cause this
Right.
is what it is."
Yeah,
Yes.
and
Right.
I just love it. And Monami rocked short hair for the longest.
Mm.
And she had it like she would get it low, like tapered on the sides, and she'd have the little curly top. Sometimes she want me to put a part in it. Sometimes she would just want it like she had it low one time where it was like a really really low, but she still had curls. She had it like that, and she rocked it like that, and she liked it no matter what
That's
other
what's
people were
up.
talking about.
But that's what's
Yeah,
up.
Mm-hmm.
and then
Right.
she decided to grow it out during COVID when they was in the house for that year during
Hmm.
school. She
Mm-hmm.
was like, I'm gonna just let it grow. Homegirl, because what was COVID about 3 years ago now.
Mm-hmm.
Homegirl's hair stops
Years.
right here,
Cause it's nice and healthy,
Excuse
Right.
no
me.
interruption, growing.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
and she don't have not a thin hair in sight. Like edges is like that hair is
Lord.
long.
But you know what I love about that though? The fact that she was so young, making that decision and sticking to her decision.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Can you
Mm-hmm.
say black girl magic?
right.
Because that is
Right.
right
Because
there.
being so
Right.
young, we wonder all the time, like, oh, making the right decision. Oh, I don't know if I should make that. Oh my God, it's cut my hair off. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. But
Mm-hmm.
she didn't do that. So I am so
Mm-hmm.
proud of her for embracing
Right.
Yep.
Because
herself.
especially at a young age, you want to do what your friends do too.
Right.
Right.
So for them to be on the opposite end where everybody wanted to do what they wanted to, see, you got a bright future ahead of
Right.
you, girl.
For real. I was like, I freaking love that. I said, I'll look up to y'all as far as
Yes.
that goes because, like, that,
Just think.
honestly, that that's where my insecurities lie. For real. Like, I could never cut my hair off like that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And be secure in myself in that way. Like, that's just not for me. But they did it, and I'm just like, yes. You know, and everybody wasn't nice about it, but to even have that and just be like, yeah, I don't care because I like it,
Yes.
you know?
Mm-hmm.
Speaking
I
of,
think that's dope.
Right.
what did you learn during any hair adjustment
To
of your own?
leave your hair alone.
Yep.
That's it.
To love, I think for me, it was just to love my hair. Like even going through the transition of it, looking back on the
Yeah.
things that I went through, like when you were saying like some of like the bad adjustments that we had to go through, like mine with pregnancy. And it's like looking back on it now, when I went through pregnancy with Jace, that was like the worst for me physically. I feel like I didn't have any problems with either one of my pregnancies, but I feel like with Jace, like I had really bad breakouts. I had my hair was horrible. And then when I looked at him, I'm like, well, they don't lie when they say that the baby take it. Because first of all, everybody thought my son was a girl. He still get that sometimes because his hair is long. So they'll be like, okay. Like people walk up and be like, okay, ladies. And he'll be like, again, mom. And I'm like, I don't know what you want me to tell you. But I'm just like, I mean, yeah, like I mean, like from him having the hair, he has a better grade of hair than me. So I'm like, yeah, you snatched that, bro. But even with those, like it was trying times, and then from having Jace to having Giselle, and then wanting to set an example for her. So then just making sure that I have like my curls as much as possible. Like it's just more so about loving my hair and giving your hair grace. For me, anyway. Is definitely a big thing because our hair is constantly changing, and I'm starting to love it.
Definitely.
Yeah, that constantly changing mess can really put you down a bit. You think you so far ahead and you get pushed 10 feet back. Like, yo, this is just wild.
Yes.
Yeah.
For me, I say the same thing. Or like just take more time paying attention to it and really listening and watching what my hair is doing in order to nourish it the way I need it to be nourished.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And my last question, when did you start appreciating your hair?
23.
Where did I go natural? I think
At 23 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to figure this out.
Because all through high school, I really kind of didn't. When I was coloring my hair as much as I colored it and just doing whatever, not really knowing how to take care of it. But at 23, that's when I had Giselle. And it was like, I mean, I was on YouTube pages looking like, oh, what should I use? What product should I use? I feel like that's when I definitely paid more attention to my hair and started appreciating. So it was 23.
I know. I'm trying to think about this right now. So I think maybe about 25. About 25 when I was like, no, I'm going natural. I ain't gonna do no more perms because this perms is tearing my hair out or something ain't right. That's when I started appreciating it. Like, no, we're gonna go back to our original state, and that was terrible. That transition period was awful. But I think it was 25. I think I was natural in the other place for like 2 or 3 years, and then we moved here. I've been natural ever since. I don't put no chemicals in my hair at all. I'll be tempted. And I'll be like, nah, because they said you getting cancer. So, nah, we ain't doing that no more.
You sound like my mom. My mom be like, I'm about to slap a perm in this bitch. I'll be like, no.
And she don't. And she don't.
Right.
Fine.
I guess I'll say, when I did my big chop after I had Nalia. Yeah, I did a big chop, and I had because I had heat damage prior to that, and I was just like, all right, well, listen, we're gonna see what this thing like, and I cut it off. I think I left like probably like that much. Yeah, I want to say it was like that much. I had a nice little fro or whatever, and just learning my curl pattern because I never actually got to like really appreciate it like that. I knew it was there because I've seen my hair nice and curly before, but that's when I used to get it done way back when. But yeah, that was my little hair journey, and appreciate my hair was when I did the big chop. And also that was where I feel like I came into myself, where it was just like, nah, like you don't have to just stick in this one realm. Because I used to, like, I started doing the mousse after that. After my hair grew out, after the big chop and stuff, then I was coloring it. Of course, by that time, I knew what I was doing, though. So, coloring it and stuff and trying different colors. And I want to say the next time I cut my hair was when I did like a kind of like an undercut on the side. I shaved off this side, and then I had a bob with the rest of it. Yeah, I was going through some things, but that was interesting. That style taught me patience. I'll say that because this one was going. Yes, this one was going. This side taught me to pray over myself.
Yeah.
I remember you used to talk about that with this growing back.
Yeah. Like,
I'm like, oh, and then I'm like, all right, it looks dumb growing back. I'm gonna shave it again. Now I'm back at square one.
yeah.
So I'm like,
I think I'm gonna shave this. I'm like, you're supposed to be growing it back. Yeah.
I think
I'm like,
we
yeah.
turned to shaving our hair, or cutting our hair, rather, I'll say. It's really short because we're looking for a major change. And that's the quickest thing to do. Cut your hair.
Yep, because I'm thinking about it again.
Go for it, girl.
Not that short, just a bob, just a nice little bob.
It's worth it, I think, because that was the best thing I could have did for myself a couple years ago while I was pregnant with Nuri. To get my hair cut into a bob, that was the best thing ever.
Love it.
But I say
Love short hair. We for short hair.
When I started appreciating, I will say probably 3 years ago. because
3 years ago.
for real,
I was a late bloomer, but I'm
growing
here.
up, like especially in high school, and just what people would say about my hair, I've never felt that. So I always felt like, okay, my hair needs to be doing more, or I will only focus on the problem area, which was my middle. So it's like, okay, yeah, they're seeing that, okay, it's here, but in the middle, it's right here. I got to chop that. So it's like I was always struggling with all of that. But 3 years ago, when COVID started, it was like, okay, now I was also trying to manage like my mind along with everything else, because COVID, everybody's going crazy. Oh my gosh, we're gonna die. So it was just like, all right, now I need to bring myself in and really focus and really try to breathe through everything. And that was also towards my hair process. So I would take in consideration of what I was eating, and just the amount of stress that I was taking in, or something's going on. Okay, believe it, release it. It doesn't matter, because a lot of the times, for me, I don't always take in consideration of my hair as it being still part of my body. So I have to take care of my body in order to take care of my hair. So
Right.
I would say 3 years ago, it was just like, okay, we got this time, let's focus. And I've always wanted to grow my hair to a certain length. My hair would never grow past here. So I was like, well, this is a challenge that I could actually focus on and see what my body, my hair, what I'm capable of with it. And then that's when it was just like, boop, boop. And I was like, it does grow. Oh, it does do this. Oh, look at these curls.
Nice to meet you.
There's no straight ends. It was just like a whole thing that I went through, and Mimi helped me through that. It was like a whole process. As soon as I would see her, I'd be like, okay. As soon as she washed it, I'm like, all right, what it look like? So,
Girl, when you came, when I did your trim, and then you left and went to Georgia. From that time to when you came back from Georgia for me to cut your ends, I was like, is this all your hair?
and I was just
like,
doing
what
great,
the heck?
because it was like, okay, I'm somewhere else. I don't know who to go to, or what to do about it. And it's, even though Georgia's like, that's right there, it's still a weather difference. So I'm like, braids. Take it out, wash my hair, let my hair breathe for a few days, maybe a week. Then braids. And I keep my braids in for like a month and a half. But I was like, yeah, I need to stay sane. If I stay focused on one thing, okay, I'm not worried about nothing else. I'm not going crazy. My hair's not falling out because I'm thinking of so much of like everything else that's going on in life. So I would say my hair journey for the past 3 years kind of was like a lifesaver for me.
Okay.
Awesome.
Well,
But that's all my questions.
Ooh.
I love everybody's answers. I've learned so much.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. Me too. I love talking about hair. And if you love talking about hair just as much as I do, follow Simone_Beauty.
I'm like, wait, where's this going?
I know.
Plug my joint.
Oh, Holly wrote it.
That is funny.
Wait, Holly said I always had to cut my hair throughout the years because of my alopecia, and if I had bad flare up, I have to start over. Yeah.
Wow.
Holly had a real hair journey, and she always had different styles, different, like, she can rock a style. She can rock it, and it's like dealing with that, and still, okay, when it's like when her mind is made up, okay, you know what? Let's start over. She'll do it. No second thought. She'll do it, and then be like, wait a minute. Now you want to have conversations first. Wait, talk me through this hair journey first before you do this.
Oh,
She's like, oh,
Big girl, I'll be talking while I'm cutting.
Right.
that's all right and cut, Lord. Can't do that.
So, ladies, this was interesting. This was fun. This was informative.
Yeah, I agree.
We got anything else before we
Wrap it up.
wrap this up? Bring it on home.
No,
take care of yourself.
what you say?
I said, just take care of yourself.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
but you want to be bought.
The
Do as
main
much
thing.
as you can.
Did you say
Yeah.
bolt with the
Yeah.
T?
Both.
Yes.
Don't
Yes,
forget
you want to do as much as you
that hair,
can.
no part of your body.
Drink,
Take
eat
care.
your vitamins. I think that's the best thing because Mary, what did you tell us from the beginning? Scalp care is from the inside out. So eat your vitamins. Eat what you're supposed to have.
Drink your water.
Yeah,
Water.
Drink your water.
Water. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, water.
Oh my god.
Yo, that's good, Burger. That's hilarious.
Yeah, that's what I would
But
say.
yes.
I would say eat your vitamins for sure because that's the best way for them to be soluble and for you to dissolve them or absorb them. I should say. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And scalp massages are very important. Get that blood circulating to stimulate that scalp. Get that hair growing. That's what
Well,
you
how
want.
much do you charge for that?
Right.
Yeah. A scalp massage.
Start.
Scalp massages happen during whatever service you get. You guaranteed to get one.
Yeah, sure.
Well, we just need a scalp massage service.
Hey,
Rotating the chair.
You gotta get your hair washed.
I be looking like what's it called? Like Bugs Bunny. Y'all remember that?
Yes.
Like, what are you doing?
That's so funny. Oh my gosh, my favorite subject.
Yeah. This was good. It was very good. I thank you guys for tuning in with us. Right, ladies?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We love it. We love to see you. We love to see your comments. Every Friday.
Yes.
9 o'clock.
Friday, 9 o'clock.
Thanks for joining.
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
Thanks for watching, you guys. We'll be on next week.
Next week, same
Next
time,
week.
same place.
New topic.
9 p.m. New topic. Right, Tahara. New topic.
Yes. And if you haven't done so already, follow our YouTube channel, Girls Night Live Podcast.
Yeah.
Because, well, subscribe. That's right. It's not follow. Subscribe. Subscribe to the YouTube channel because that's where you'll be able to find our episodes. If you miss them or if you miss them. If you miss them or just want to watch them again. If you heard some things that you just need to hear again, that's where you'll find it. From here on out. Okay.
And tell a friend to tell a friend. Follow our Instagram page, TikTok, all that good stuff. Tell a friend. Tell them about us.
Bring a buddy next.
I'm starting to feel my wine a little bit, so I just realized that I just reiterated that.
Bring a buddy next Friday.
Yeah, bring a buddy.
Tell your friend. Get with my friend.
Tell your granny. Tell somebody.
We
do this every Friday. All right.
All right.
Is that all right with you?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, guys. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.